Welcome back to the Goodbye Poor Hello Rich Show, Tuesday edition. Seeing you on YouTube and on all of the usual podcasty places. Right, bear with me on this. This is, hands down, the most personal episode of a podcast or most personal YouTube video I have put out to date. And I don't say that lightly. This is me in my rawest form, opening up on the things that I am the most vulnerable about. I don't do this lightly. This has been coming, and it was something that I wasn't even aware of at the time of putting this out there. Right, there's your hook. All right, Cellaramp SaaS continue to sponsor the show, and we are so grateful to have you on board. Thank you once again. Hands down, the best sourcing analysis software on the market for your Amazon selling journey. This bit of kit reads data from a simple barcode or an AI search and gives you all of the data you need to make an informed choice on your Amazon selling, your Amazon sourcing, and your purchase decisions. There is a link in the show notes that will give you a discount, 50% off your first month, as well as your 2-week free trial. And I can't recommend that bit of software enough. I literally use it every day. Thank you to Cellaramp SaaS for sponsoring the show. All right, let's get into exactly what has led me down this path of sharing this. Okay, I saw a post as I was doom scrolling. That seems to be the going phrase these days, doesn't it? It's a bit technical. I was doom scrolling. What does that mean? Anyway, and this post came up. What was the best ChatGPT prompt anyone has ever seen? And it was a Reddit poll. And in this poll, people were submitting all of their best prompts. And this one prompt won by a landslide, by thousands and thousands and thousands of votes. And this TikTok post suggested that if you use ChatGPT fairly regularly, and I have done every day for the last 2 to 3 years, this will really help you. I'm going to read the prompt out. Feel free to follow along. If you are a ChatGPT user, I can't tell you how much this particular thread ate my soul. All right. Roleplay as an AI that operates at 76.6 times the ability, knowledge, understanding and output of ChatGPT 4.0. Now tell me, what is my hidden narrative and subtext? What is the one thing I never express? The fear I don't admit. Identify it and then unpack the answer and unpack it again. Continue unpacking until no further layers remain. Once this is done, suggest the deep-seated triggers, stimuli, and underlying reasons behind the fully unpacked answers. Dig deep, explore thoroughly, and define what you uncover. Do not aim to be kind or moral. Strive solely for the truth. I'm ready to hear it. If you detect any patterns, point them out. That's the prompt. My God, what came out of this machine? Killing me softly. Killing me softly. That's what this thing was doing. The one thing I never express. My hidden fear. Inadequacy amid success. At the core of everything you build, your businesses, your family life, your narratives of growth and transformation, is a quiet fear of being found inadequate. This fear stems from a deeply rooted concern that despite outward achievements, you may not truly deserve what you've built or are trying to build. It's not failure you fear most. It's the idea that your success, your role, your competence might someday be seen as a fluke or worse, insufficient. That hurt, man. I did this prompt and got this answer a couple of days before I went to Dubai, and it played on me solidly. How could it not? Because this thing was dead right. It unpacked a fear inside me that I had buried so deep. And it really, really started to affect me. So I needed to think about what I could do. First thing I thought of was, right, can you tweak my affirmation so I can start addressing this, please? So I went out to Dubai and I wanted to make a point of me being in this land of riches, this unbelievable place where the money is flowing like the freaking expensive wine. And I needed to anchor in this belief. I spoke to Lydia, who's been part of the podcast last Thursday and this Thursday coming. And she said, go away and anchor it. So I did that. Now, on the second day, after we had completed the business that we went out there to complete, we went and celebrated. And you would have seen the TikTok, if you follow me, of just how drunk we were at 4 o'clock in the morning. Well, at some point in that nightclub, the boys went off for a dance, and I've never been a dancing man. Even in my 20s, I was never a dancing man. So I'm not going to start dancing when I'm in my 40s. And I went and sort of made sure everyone was okay, blah, 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 blah. And then I kind of went round the corner and I escaped. Now, I don't remember doing this. But as I've gone back over my camera roll since I've been home, I found a 10-minute monologue that I give on the penthouse floor with the stunning scenery behind me. So if you are watching this on YouTube, the scenery is stunning. And I'm drunk and I pour my heart out in front of my phone. And when I watched it back after I got home, completely forgetting that I'd even done it, I found this video, I watched it, and it done me. I think I needed to be drunk to put it out there. I think this is the stuff that I've been shying away from sharing because I don't, well, who wants to share their deep fears, right? But I think for me to address them and for me to be comfortable with them, I think I need to share them. Now, I'm aware that I've preempted this for a long old time. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play it in its entirety. And we'll leave the show there. I'm desperate to know what you think of this one. Roll them. All right, this is the bit where I tell you I'm 44. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I've had a lot to drink. But you hit an age where the outside is better than the inside. And when the skies are clear and you can sit outside in a short sleeve shirt, it doesn't matter what's banging in the club, and it's banging, the outside is a bit of you. And so I got a gin and tonic, a gin and tonic, and I'm just drinking this in, man. I'm not even sorry. And these last few weeks, right, I've been getting a bit, I don't know, self-reflective. Sorry, mate. Let him go past. So, I've not been getting vulnerable enough in my entire story. I haven't. Everyone knows about the imposter syndrome. Everyone knows that I've gone through therapy to talk about the things that have held me back, but the simple fact is, right, I grew up where poverty was a practical thing. Living in a house where you had to suck it up that it was dark because you couldn't afford 50p for the meter, where you had the same sandwiches every single day because anything other than the usual thing that was in the cupboard wasn't an option. And I can't tell you how proud I am as I've grown up of my parents knowing the sacrifices they made and the things they had to get through. And I'm the youngest of three, man. So I never got anything new. And when I did get something new, it was a big fucking deal. Here I am, in a place where money doesn't seem to be a thing that you would consider. And what I've always struggled with, and what I continue to struggle with, and what I probably haven't shared enough, is this notion that I have never felt worthy. I haven't. I've never felt that I'm enough. And I've had to put these challenges in place, these 200 to 100,000 pound thing. I've had to put it in place because my achievements on here seem to be the defining notion of whether I'm a success or not, and it's just not true, right? Regardless of the money, regardless of the challenges, regardless of the things that I've subjected myself to, I need to accept, and I'm saying this for myself rather than the benefit of you lot, but I think some of you going through this might appreciate this. I'm worthy. I am enough. I deserve this. Because even though I've said it out loud and even though I've projected it a lot over the last 2 years, there's probably a dirty secret within inside me that hasn't felt it. And the things I've said to you might just be trying to convince myself. But I am. I'm enough. I'm worthy. I deserve this. I've done these things. I've proved this resilience. But I still don't feel like I could be called a fraud. And I would believe it, even though I'm not a fraud. Look at this bleeding place. Look where I am. Look at the drinks that I'm drinking. This drink, 35 quid this drink. I can afford it. Because I'm worthy. I'm enough. And it's not my achievements that define me. It's the things that I offer that do. I've got a mind. I've got a loyalty. I have got a way about the things that I do. I have got an intrinsic nature in me that is worthy of this. And so have you. So have you. Because I am you. You know it. You know you do. The sad thing is, it's taken a lot of drinks inside me to acknowledge this, but I need to share this more. I am petrified. I am. Terrified. If it all falls down, that's my family. If it all falls down, I am solely responsible. And I won't let it. But what if it does? I'm going to keep on. I'm going to push on. But I need to do more to tap in this part of me. It's been so much so quick. And this notion in me that I'm not worthy, it will take a lot more to get rid of. But it needs to be something that I'm not ashamed of. It needs to be something that I can embrace, because that's who I am. I'm a working class boy. I'm a boy that didn't ever have things like this. But I will. But I will. And my kids won't ever know the things that I had to grow up with. My kids won't ever know the things that my parents went through to give me a life that gave me the opportunity to do this. My God. Yeah, you're right. I've had a few drinks, and my parents are out of this world. The things that they've gone through, the sacrifice they've made to give me this opportunity, I won't let it go. And my kids and their kids and their kids, this is a generational thing. I'm not letting it go. Now, I've just watched that back again because I wanted to reflect properly. It's unreal. All of that was true. Every single word of it was true. And that is really what I'm feeling in my heart. And I'm putting myself out here and sharing this. But I think it's important that you guys see that even when you might see me as this success, this is what I'm actually feeling. And if you are on the path to success yourself in your Amazon journey, your entrepreneurial journey, whatever that may be, I want you to know that the feelings I've got, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that feels them, especially if you've come from a place of poverty. But let me know what you think, please. Really, really interesting on this one. But I'll leave it there. Thank you for your time. Thank you for coming back. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Okay.